What is up, YouTube? This is LizardG's. I'm bringing you guys an Age of Empires mobile video. This is for the new players who are kind of just joining, but this is your guide to 10 million power. In this video, I'm going to go over all key points and various things that you need to do to have a successful, smooth sail on your way to 10 million power. It's very crucial. As you approach your first mightiest empire, I do believe that the minimum power you want to be is in that 10 million power range. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. And the first and most important thing is to join an active alliance. Joining an active alliance is going to give you lots and lots of benefits. One of those things is that being in an alliance, you get bonus stats for your troop types through technology and development. So that's really, really good. Another thing is that at reset every single day, you can collect a various amount of resources depending on how much territory you guys have. So that's awesome. And supply bounties, you can challenge high-level barbarians, and you can go there and at reset every day you can collect various speed ups from supplies bounties. It's not a lot of speed ups. They only give you like it's dependent on how high you can go. But it's like they only give you 1 minute speed ups, but because it's in the hundreds, it adds up to multiple thousands over the course of a week. So, joining an alliance. Another thing is that you can get gifts from your alliance from completing events. As you can see, an ally has upgraded the town center to level 30. An ally has defeated a level 14 tribe. An ally has defeated a level 19 tribe. An ally has purchased all these bundles, and you can claim these gifts. So, that's awesome. As you can see here, I have alliance members requesting assistance to upgrade their houses and all this stuff. I can assist them all, and that helps them increase their building speeds much faster. Also, being in an alliance gives you access to the Wonder event. The Wonder event is a PvP-like arena, and it's very fun from what I hear. So join an active alliance is the most important thing you want to do. Now, you've joined an alliance. That's awesome. The next thing that I suggest you to do for your power is when it comes to your town center, the goal is to get your town center to level 30. So you're always focusing your town center. Always focus your town center and always focus your villages, because having your houses upgraded gives you these things called villagers, which you can train. And what these villagers do is very awesome things. You can assign them to places. Let's see if I have any spots that don't. Look, I can assign villagers here. So now per hour, I'm getting more stone. Little things like that. You can even assign villagers to your barracks to get more troops when you're training them. So make sure you have your villagers upgrading your houses and focusing your town center. Now, another very important building is going to be the university. This is where you get research tech. And if you guys go to my earlier videos, I have always been an advocate in this game for pushing military tech first. You want to push some economic tech for obvious reasons, because this will boost your city economically, but you do not want to be rushing this in the beginning of the game, or quite frankly, even in the mid game. I think what you should do as a new player is focus more heavily in military technology, because the minimum standard that you want to have for field fighting is T6 troops. At T6 troops, that is the second to last tier of troops. So T6 is really the sweet spot where you want to sit if as a player. So focus military technology first. Another point that I want to make on your way to 10 million power, and we're going to move into this focus now, is understanding how to level up your first lineup. A lineup in this game consists of 3 heroes. 3 heroes is in one lineup. So you have to level up 3 heroes. And yes, they all have to be brought up to level 120. They don't have to be all brought up to 120 for you to use them. You can use them at whatever level you want. But you want every single hero to be 120, so you get the max amount of troop capacity from them, and you get the max amount of talents. Let's start off with specialties. So in this game, we have various specialties. We have warriors. We also have tacticians. And then we also have something called marshals. If I can find a marshal, I will show you. Here's a marshal. So, when you have 3 troop types, 3 commanders that all have the same specialty, 3 of them the bonuses increase to 30% of all attributes. So that's why you want to have all specialties in the same lineup, is to have increased stats for all attributes. Now that you guys understand specialties, pay attention to the troop type. Some commanders are only good with swordsmen. Some commanders are only good with pikemen. Some commanders are only good with archers. Some commanders actually have versatility, where you can pair them with cavalry commanders and pikemen commanders. Others you can pair with swordsmen and archers. So understanding that you want to have commanders that have the same specialty and the same troop type in one lineup. Now let's move into talents. This is the talent tree. Before you go and just start selecting random talents, take a look at what you're doing. Minamoto's active skill is dealing might damage. Because Minamoto is dealing might damage, this is a commander that you want to go heavy in might. When you're going through the talent trees, you want to focus might. You don't want to be grabbing siege. I grab siege because I like to hit cities. But like, you don't want to focus siege, and armor is nice. But for example, as you see right here, Minamoto was the first commander I ever got. I selected strategy as a talent point right here. Minamoto doesn't deal strategy damage. He doesn't deal any strategy damage. So this is a wasted talent point where I could have just gotten, I don't know, a little bit of damage taken reduction. So really understand what your commander is doing. Some commanders deal might damage. Some commanders deal strategy damage. So make sure you're putting the talents in that benefit your troop. If we go to the bottom here, I selected might and then I went in on health. And I did choose strategy here. And like I said, Minamoto was the very first commander I ever got. So this was a mistake. I could have put more points into health, or heck, even armor would have been better at that point. But you don't want to be putting talents in that your commander isn't going to get any benefit from. Yeah, so like I said, there's 3 heroes in each lineup. I run my Minamoto with Tribuana and Yodit. I would be very, very careful about how to invest your universals into them. Really take a good look at them and understand that some heroes got to be 5-starred if you're going to use them as primary. You can use some heroes, like Yodit is a hero you can use at 3 stars, and she's going to be strong. And if you don't have Minamoto, I actually suggest you get Yodit and use her as a primary. But certain commanders in this game, like Leonidas, you just want to take them to 5 stars. Minamoto, so just be very careful about how you use your universal tokens. And overall, my advice is, for the most part, you should just be hoarding your universal tokens until before your Mightiest Empire. You don't need to invest into heroes unless if you're going to fight another kingdom, or if you are in civil war. So that is how you understand how to level up your first lineup. Let's talk about gathering resources. In this game, you're going to need resources to heal your hospital, train troops, and build your buildings. Being in an alliance gives you access to something really awesome, which is an alliance food center. Where is it? Right. Okay, they took out the food center, but an alliance food center is a building where you can gather lots of resources. Another way you can gather resources is just through the map, which we will actually do right now. So you can send out your troops to gather like this, and this is how you collect resources for your city. So gold, and this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do in order to collect resources for your city. So make sure you're constantly gathering resources, because you do not want to fall behind. You do not want to fall behind in resources when it's needed. So that's how you gather resources. We're going to be shifting the focus to another part of the video, and that is going to be the smithy as well as equipment. So in this game, they have equipment, and these equipment, as you can see right here, they give you bonus stats such as swordsman defense, swordsman attack, all this stuff. To increase the to level up the equipment, you are going to need forging kits, and that is how you level up them up. The level. To upgrade the stars, you need to have multiple copies of the same blueprint, as well as legendary crystals to upgrade your stars. So that's how you level up your equipment. And depending on the equipment's level is dependent on how many crystals you can put on the equipment. Right now, my arm piece is level 20, so I can only put one crystal on it, and it increases the hero's armor by 1.35%. However, if you notice, my chest piece is level 80, so I have enough room to put on 3 crystals. Gems. And the gems give me bonus normal attack and hero's activation skill damage increase. So that's really awesome. That's how you level up your equipment. Every single hero in your lineup needs to have equipment because the stats that all heroes have contribute towards the damage output per commander. So keep that in mind. Now, how do you get equipment? Well, when your city hall hits level 15, you're going to unlock something called this blacksmith. The blacksmith is a place where you can come here, do things like this and that, and forge equipment. You can forge equipment. I made a video about fusions. This is a little bit more of a tricky topic that I won't really cover right now. For now, this is just for new players on their way to 10 million power. If you want to watch my video on fusions, you can check it out on my channel. But yeah, so this is how you upgrade and forge equipment. You unlock this building at City Hall 15. City Hall 15 is when you unlock the Smithy. You can get blueprints from various events in the game, such as, where is it? Island Tactics. Island Tactics is one place where you can buy blueprints. You can buy legendary blueprints, as you can see here, and dependent on how high you are in Island Tactics, you can actually buy legendary blueprints. Then these are the legendary crystals that are needed to upgrade legendary gear, the stars, star them up. So that's cool, and I hope you guys learned something from that. That is how you get your blueprints. That is one way you can get blueprints. There's other various ways through events and all that stuff. Now, at the top right corner of my screen, I have 128,000 Empire coins. I want you guys, from the very beginning of the game, to save these coins. And the reason being is because there's something called the Wheel of Advent. The Wheel of Advent is how you get powerful commanders. These are the commanders from this event. These are the commanders that you want to level up. And these are the commanders that you want to use in the open field. You do not want to be leveling up a bunch of tavern commanders. They're just, you get them for free and they're not super amazing. Within a few specific reasons. I made a video, if you want to check it out, it's on my channel, about all the tavern commanders. I'm not going to talk about them too much. Just don't put universals in them. If you are going to level them up, I think the best commanders from the tavern are Guan Yu, Hammurabi, Joan of Arc, and YSS. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my preference. I've used every single one, and I've only noticed those are the only ones that I actually had an all right time with. So save your Empire coins, because when the Wheel of Advent comes out, this is how you get more powerful commanders. You spin this with Empire coins. So let's do a review. You're always focusing your town center. Always focusing your town center. Push military technology first. Join an active alliance. Understand how to level up the proper lineup. Understand specialty, troop type, and the damage types that they're dealing. We have equipment. And I guess I'll cover rings shortly. I don't want to cover rings too much because I'm still learning rings. I'm only going to give you guys advice from my personal experience and stuff that I can confidently give you. I'm going to cover rings a little bit. Rings are pieces of equipment that give you niche things. For example, Twist of Fate is a good ring I suggest players grab. It just steals 11.5 might, strategy, and armor and then gives it to your commander from the troop that you are connected with. Ring of Crow is good. Ring of Seahorse. I like Ring of Seahorse. Unfortunately, I just think there's a lot better rings. What Ring of Seahorse does is good. I just feel like it doesn't do enough of it. Ring of Deer. Ring of Deer is freaking awesome, man. Ring of Deer is so awesome. Ring of Bear. Oh, dude. If you have a commander that is dealing might damage, Ring of Bear is awesome. So, understanding how to level up your first lineup. Go. And equipment, Smithy as well. Remember to always be gathering resources. Save your empire coins for the mightiest empire. Oh yeah, and how to level up commanders, by the way, you use experience books and skill points. Skill points to level up the skills. If you guys can follow my guide, avoid civil war, you should be in a good spot for your first mightiest empire. Your first mightiest empire is going to be a very crucial point in your Age of Empires career. I think winning your first mightiest empire is important. You don't want to, like, the reason being is that the preparation stage is very draining. And if you guys want to learn more about the mightiest empire, you can check out the videos on my channel. But this has been your guide to 10 million power as a new player. And my name is Lizard Jesus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.